Welcome.
Oh God, what button is it?
Welcome to another episode of the Wayz Podcast. Because there's more than one way to do anything. I haven't been saying that lately, so I just had to get that. There.
Okay.
We don't really have a topic for right now, but I feel like I do have a topic that we could talk about.
Come ride, she'll by my side. Come take a ride with me.
Let's just be candid for a moment. I'm having a shitty ass week. I'm having a really shitty day.
I thought Monday turned out pretty good.
It was good on our we double recorded this week. I mean, it was cool. I always have a really good time.
The start. That's what I'm saying. That was the start of the week.
Yeah, but this week has just been shitty. I feel like I'm having a shitty week, a shitty month. Not necessarily
June
a shitty
just
year.
started.
Exactly.
I rebuke.
Oh.
God, you're hitting every wrong button. Every wrong button.
Yeah, that's how much of a week that I'm having. But
Okay, crickets.
no, it's not that.
June, I rebuke that because
It's your birthday month. Yeah, it's Lexi's birthday month, you guys. Oh.
Oh God, no. God, no.
I wasn't trying to do that one. I was trying to clap. But it's Lexi's birthday month. So we could do both of us. Lexi's birthday month. I'm sorry.
I rebuke that.
Do you want to tell them how old you're going to be?
No. I'm going to be a whole 18.
How old do you guys think we are? Because today, when I was in my intro to speech class, and we do it on Zoom, mind you, so we're not in class, I said that I was 27 and I had a 10-year-old, and my teacher goes, I wouldn't have even known that you were that old if you wouldn't have said it. I'm like, oh, okay. Anyways.
You've never had your ID scanned and then they ask you for another form of ID?
No, I've never had that. I don't want to experience that.
It's not like I was buying crack. I was buying freaking liquor. And it wasn't like I was buying crack. I was buying a bottle about this big. And it wasn't even for myself.
Because you don't even look. You look like a freaking baby.
They scanned my ID and then they said, "Do you happen to have like another form of ID?" And I was like, "Another form?"
You look like a baby. That's why.
It looks like me on my driver's license.
It does look like you, but you look like your baby. They might think it's fake. They might think it's a fake ID.
That's
like you're just up there
great fake ID.
You're just up there trying to get some liquor. But okay, Lex. Now I'm thinking, because as I'm sitting here, and it's so funny. I'm talking about how much of a bad day I'm having, and I'm literally got a big ass smile on my face. Like, would you really think that I was having a bad week? Would you really think that I was having a bad day just based off of the way that my facial expressions are? I think there's some people out there like that. Like they have bad times and they just don't really.
Me,
you're like that too. Yeah, you don't really
never
show
know, and
but like,
I never say it.
What do you do when you're having a bad time? When you feel like everything's going wrong and it's just so hard to be positive and it's so hard to make things work?
I listen to music very loudly.
Yeah. But what if that doesn't work? What else? Works. What do you do?
Michael Jackson always works. But
right.
I drive around a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But while I drive around, I listen to music very loudly.
Yeah.
Or I scream a lot. I know people that be driving by, they be looking like, what is going on?
Fuck, you're screaming.
Well, yeah.
What
but when you have the music up really loud, like a lot of people think you're singing along, but a lot of time I just be screaming.
Right. I don't know. Maybe I need to scream.
Then by the time I make it back to the house, they're like, oh, where did you go? I just went driving.
Yeah.
Feel much better now. A great way.
What?
Karate.
Sports I probably can't even. My big ass ain't doing no damn karate. You know what?
I said sports in general. I used to take all my anger out in basketball. I think that's why I have so much pent up now. Because you're
not playing basketball as much. I mean, hey,
as much. I haven't played.
When's the last time you played?
Years now.
Damn, you're not even shooting around or nothing like that? That's crazy. Y'all don't know. Lexi is like...
Years now, at least.
Y'all don't know. That's not really a good thing.
4 years, 5 years.
Damn. I don't know. I think...
Music. Everyone has a stress reliever.
I can use music, but when I'm sad, I listen to sad songs, and it makes me even sadder.
Well, that's your problem. You're supposed to listen to some, like... I wouldn't listen to anything new age because they may make you like, man, I should go out there and kill that dude. No, I wouldn't listen to anything
Shoot
like that.
That nigga. I don't know. I mean, and I'm not even in a place where I feel like making music right now. So it's kind of like, usually that's my outlet.
Yoga.
No. I actually did yoga on Tuesday.
It's very painful. I would not suggest it, but it does work.
I think it was a beginner's class I went to. My sister's friend, one of the ones that was at the birthday party. She actually invited me to
yoga.
Do yoga, and it happens every Tuesday at Soul Collective.
Oh, Soul Collective.
Yeah, that's downtown. It's like a down.
Yeah, just okay. Yep, you'll just say downtown.
It's a place downtown.
They said it's supposed to be stress relieving. So yoga, hot yoga. I've done hot yoga. Not a fan of that.
You don't like it?
If you're black, I'm just saying, if you're black and you're a girl, make sure your hair is braided.
For hot yoga, it sounds like something that you should be prepared for.
My hair was not braided in.
Yeah.
Like I got in there, I thought like, oh, hot, like a hot, but it's like a sauna.
Right.
Like you're sweating. Or I've also had goat yoga. It's not really, I mean, the goats didn't really bother me. It didn't really bother me personally, but I'm not a fan of the goat yoga. But it does, well, yoga itself makes you think. That silence. But I'm like, I can do this. I didn't have to pay $50 for this. I can do this by myself.
Oh, yeah. Well, yoga was free. It was a free class. Like, you could donate. But then I got into an argument with my boyfriend right after.
So the yoga pretty much out the window. Or boxing. I heard boxing is good. Karate is good, but I know boxing, like hitting a thing.
Yeah. I did kickboxing for a little bit. So maybe it was fun.
Yeah. I probably, if you're an adult, I would say something like that.
Yeah, I might need to, cause
or working out in general.
I don't know though, because I don't have, when I'm feeling sad, I don't have enough motivation to really do anything. I just want to lay there.
That's probably why you have to that's how you get depressed.
I know.
I've been depressed. I've never been down like that, but when I do get depressed, I try to move more.
Right.
Than I normally move.
I'll try to like go outside and stuff, but it's like, it's not even that life is bad. It just feels like right now one thing after another. So I know that something big is coming because, I always feel like when everything seems like it's falling down, right? When everything goes bad, the only thing that can happen now is things can go good, right? Like,
right? Well, I'm still waiting. Like, I've had a whole bunch of stuff go wrong. I've been waiting for up. Like, I know that there's been good things that have happened, right? Like,
right.
My nephew was born, all that kind of crap. But I'm waiting for an up.
Yeah.
Not a up like I walked up a step. I want to walk up an escalator. Okay, I want a big.
It's coming. It's coming. It happens in seasons. I'm just feeling like.
I'm about 15. Baby's 10, 9. I'm about 12 seasons in now.
12 seasons in. Yeah, I kind of feel you. I don't know. It's hard to be positive right now, even though I'm trying to be. You know what, though? I don't think that it's that my life is bad. I think that when I have issues in multiple of my relationships, I think that that's when I get really like, what the fuck?
Do you think that your relationships overtop your relationship with yourself? That's why it's so tormental.
Maybe. But not too much. But it's just because, okay, like, obviously... So, well, you guys don't know this, and I might have mentioned this before, but so I had moved out of my house, and I was living alone for a few years, and so recently in January I moved back home, right? So it's like I'm so used to I had my thing, and when I did have a bad day, there's certain things I could do, I could have space, I went from having my own place to now sleeping on a freaking pull-out couch, so now it's just like. When things aren't going great, I can't do what I would normally do. I can't I can play music. Nobody says anything about me like blasting music or whatever, but I love candles. I love to do certain things, and I like to have just space.
Right.
To just be by myself. You know what I mean? And I don't have that right now. And now it's a bunch of everybody's emotions and everybody's everything, you know? And so now it's just like me and my mom, you know, we get into whatever, and then it's like my sisters are there. We don't really get into it, but it's like I don't have anywhere to go and I don't have any space, and it doesn't make me feel any better. You know, right. I don't really see an end to that coming anytime soon. But it's not that I mind being with them. It's just that sometimes it's just like
they're too much.
Yeah, it's a lot going on, and it's not like they can. Like, my sisters are young, right? Obviously, they don't really understand.
You talking about like they can't just get up and disappear?
No, they can't, and they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. I live in the living room, so
right.
so they don't have to get up and disappear. And me being mean to them and being like, get the hell, you know, go in your room. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to go in their room, you know, and that's their space when they want to sleep or whatever. My 15-year-old sister pretty much stays in her room. I be calling her a vampire because she be in the goddamn dark. Like, from the time she get home till the next day, you know what I mean? Like, on her phone and stuff. But it's like, there's only so much I can do. And then, like, today before I came here, I was feeling some type of way, and everybody's in the goddamn living room. And I'm just like, then I was at work yesterday, and I come home, and, like, I have my computer, I have my whole setup. Everybody's shit is on my table with my computer. And, you know, oh, man, I almost got really upset because the hard drive that I put our videos on, I could tell somebody spilled something on my table. You know, where my computer was, and they cleaned it up or attempted to clean it up, and it dried on the hard drive, and I was finna cry because I was about to be like, no, the fuck, I didn't lose everything on my motherfucking hard drive because somebody did it, but nobody told me. Right. You know what I mean? Nobody said, hey, we spilled something on your table. Well, mind you, my computer's on there, and my computer's an all-in-one, guys. So pretty much where the screen is, the bottom of it is the computer itself.
Oh, yours is the bottom of the computer.
Yeah. I don't know how to deal with not having my own space right now. And it seems like it should be second nature to me because of the fact that obviously I grew up with lots of siblings. You know, I never was really alone. But I think after you get that taste of having that space and having that alone time, just coming back, it's always going to be a transition.
Yeah.
And now I feel like nothing's mine. You know, I have no space. Even the stuff that I brought with me, that's mine. It's not mine. You know, so it's just... It's frustrating, and I'm trying to figure out a plan to get out of it. But I feel like, damn, like if I would have had a plan a while ago, I wouldn't be in it. But at the same time, I didn't want to live in the apartments I was living in anymore. But I'm just like, I don't want to do something just to get out of my situation. You know what I mean? Like, just try to hurry up and go get these jobs and hurry up and get this apartment. I want it to be right. That's one thing that I will learn, because I feel like when I did move out, it was because of how I was feeling already, and I was willing to go anywhere. I was willing to just move and leave and separate. But I don't know. How do you? I know you live in a house with multiple people, so having your own space. Do you have your own space?
Nope.
Is it difficult for you?
Since I left my house, I've never had my own space. Like, I had my own room, but somebody always lived with me, and in reality, I'm like an only child.
Yeah.
Because by the time elementary school, my brother was gone most of my elementary school. Then when he came back, I was still in elementary school, but then he was grown. He was grown, so it was just me by myself.
Right.
But someone always lived with me.
Right.
So that means I always had to give up my room all the way until I got to high school. Then when I got to high school, was like the only time, like my freshman year was the only time I was at home by myself. And that didn't last very long, because by my sophomore year, I had moved back to my grandmother's house.
Right.
And we stayed there until she got sick, which is the next year, and then we've never been back.
Right. So what do you do to take time and space for yourself when you need to?
Before the baby was there, it was kind of easier because I had my room. But then I gave my room up for my cousin. Right. And then I was in the front room. Then I went in my grandmother's room. Then went back to the couch. So I just put a TV up there. I mean, I want my own space, but I don't want to pay for it. I mean, I don't want to pay, but I don't want to, I don't want to struggle if I don't have to. Right. So I kind of just give that up. Like, I could have kept my room. I didn't have to give my room up to the baby. I could have just kept it. But I was like, he needs a room. I have a room. That's kind of it.
Nicer than me.
If I wanted, I think I could go to my house and stay here.
Yeah.
But I just don't want, not that I don't want to, but I think it would cause my parents to panic more if I was here by myself.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, because I've tried it. When they really made me mad, I was like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And I'll take the baby with me. And then they call. Like, there's no point of me being here, and they call every 15 minutes. So let's just go home. But
dang, I'm like, you ain't a baby no more. They're going to have to
but
let go at some point.
It's just easier.
But they care about you.
It's just easier to please them.
Yeah.
Not that I try to do it all the time, but, like, I know they worry. So it's easy to be like, oh, I'll just stay here. It's fine.
Right.
Just to keep them quiet. But, I mean, everybody wants their own space at one point. I think I might be the rare person who's like, I have no intent on moving out.
Right.
Like, not interested in it.
Right.
Not that I don't want my own space. Not that I don't want to pay a bill. I just have no intent of moving out. Because they don't bother me. So, I'm like, why would I struggle? So it's not going to be like an apartment. It's going to be a house if I'm going to get it. And I can guarantee you if I get it, I'm probably never going to be there.
At your house. You're still always going to be at the other house.
Yeah.
I don't.
Just because if I get a house, I know, like, in my head, I have a nephew. So I'm going to have a room for him. I have another nephew.
Facts.
I'm going to have a room for them. So that's, right now, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like a 4-bedroom minimum.
Right.
So Lexi don't make that much money now, so that's gonna be a while.
Shit, me either.
And I want to put, like, when I do get a place, I either want it to be like a bachelor pad,
right?
If it's gonna be like if it has to be like a condo or something, or I want it to be a family house, and I want to put a really big down payment because
you don't want to have to be paying super much for
right.
Your mortgage.
You have a kid, so you would want the house. We're only in our 20s, right? So you would want the house paid off by the time your kid is, in his 20s, or well, not exactly, but you know what I'm saying.
Something that he can
close,
have.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any kids.
Yeah.
Nor do I plan on giving any kids, and my nephew is special. So in my spiderwebs. In my mind, like, there's a possibility he could never, like, function by himself.
Gotcha.
He's gonna function by himself because I've already told him. I don't know who's gonna take care of you, but it's not me.
Right.
But
she's gonna take care of him.
I want him to have I want him to have the house. I want them to have the house. And the only thing they have to worry about is, the regular stuff, SMUD, PG&E, and stuff like that. So when I do get a house, I want it to be like, if it's supposed to be a 20-year mortgage, which I think most houses are 20-year mortgages, I want to at least cut that in half to where it's 10 years. I only have to pay 10 years. So if I live 10 years, okay, perfect. It's paid off. If I don't, they don't have, 17 more years to pay it.
Right. It seems like you got a plan. I don't know. Maybe I'm not thinking that far ahead.
I think if you're going to move out of your parents' house, you should have like a plan, like a solid plan, at least, or at least know, like, okay, if I sink, I'm gonna move back in. But then, I
don't know. I think the only reason why I moved out in the first place is because, and it has nothing to do, and it's funny because I think when I was thinking in that mindset of like, I want to move out, it wasn't because I wanted something of my own necessarily.
Right.
Like I wanted something to start my legacy and family. It was more so that I felt like I needed to get out of the situation I was in.
Yeah, that happens too.
Yeah, and so it's just like,
some people need to be kicked out the door, and some people can open the door themselves.
And I'm not saying that I'm in such a horrible situation.
Right.
Obviously. But I moved out quite a few times, but I think it's just having a single mother, who is raising 6 children, and then her daughter has a baby, so technically no matter how much I help my mom with rent or anything, she's taking care of all of us, because helping her is not helping her, especially if everybody's not helping her. You know what I mean? It's not all of us paying a portion of the rent. It's not all of us paying a portion of the bills. And if I'm giving her a fixed amount every month compared to what she has to pay and what's going up, I'm only helping her so much. She never really had to do a lot for my son as far as like buying him things. I always took care of that. Clothes, whatever, food. If she buy food for the whole house, it's a whole thing. But that was kind of my thing, taking care of food too. Still is. But it's like, I think us trying to manage our relationship made it really hard because now I'm a mom and she's a mom. And there's certain things that I think when I got older, I realized I didn't agree with. There was a certain way that I wanted to live. And when you're living in somebody else's house, you can't really do that. You have to take a back seat. You have to sit back, and kind of just let it be. But I think that the expectations of what I was responsible for made me feel like I should have a lot more say in how things go in the house. And I'm not saying that's the right way to think, And a lot of people are able to just live with their parents and do what, get up and go. But I had a child. So it wasn't like I could just take my car and just go wherever, and go be at, this person's house for the weekend and go do this and go do that. It was more so like I'm at home. And my sisters, I have twin sisters and my son are the same age. So it's 3 babies in the house. So it's like, if I have to help out with watching babies, if I have to help out with cooking, if I have to do that, I have to. And I think that when I moved out, I didn't have to do so much. It was just me and Elijah. And I had more time to do what I wanted to do. I could leave my stuff wherever I wanted to leave it. I could have things, kept nice. I didn't, if something got dirty, it was because of me.
Right. Right.
It wasn't because there's a bunch of other people that live here, And so like now moving back in, especially with like the cleanliness, I have a thing where it's like, if my space isn't clear, my mind isn't clear. And when I come home from work and there's shoes and chip bags and a bunch of stuff when it wasn't like that before I left.
Right.
It gets to me. And moved out, I only had a 1 bedroom, but Elijah had the bedroom. I'd have to see that every day.
Right.
I go in there and, be in there for a little bit, but that wasn't my space. My space was the living room, and the living room, if the living room was clean and things were clean, my space was clean. Elijah's is back there. I'm not going to tell him what to do. I did make him clean up, but it was like different. I just think that maybe it's just not even so much of me wanting to move out. It's just, I don't feel like I have a place where I can have my stuff or where I belong. It's like right now, most of my stuff's in the garage. I can't really make music because it's never quiet, and I can't tell anybody to be quiet. I didn't get to fix the shed because there's a lot going on in that thing, and I don't have the money for it. So it's like me just not having an area.
Right.
Like if I just had an area, but everybody has to be in the area that I'm in because it's not my area.
Right.
So it's just, and when it just comes time to, I just get aggravated and I get really pissed off, and I think I get triggered because the other day, me and my mom got into it in the morning because I clean up, and if everybody's leaving their stuff in the living room, I don't always know whose. We got 3 kids with 3 laptops from school. They got different chargers or whatever. I don't keep track of whose charger is who.
Right.
So my son left his charger in the living room. I took it, put it in the girls' room. Then he's asking me, where's my charger? I'm like, I didn't know that was your charger. So we go in the girls' room. The girls' room, I'm not going to comment. They're kids. They're 9. They clean when they clean. They don't when they don't. It's their room.
Right.
They can do whatever they want. But when I put it in there and I'm looking exactly where I put it, I can't find it. I'm asking my sisters what happened. And I'm going to be honest, I had a little attitude because I was already mad at Elijah because I went home that night and he had Chick-fil-A shit all over the goddamn living room. And I knew it was his. His gaming chair's in there. And he brought it in. So now his gaming chair's there. He got his stuff. I told him, get your butt in there and pick up that Chick-fil-A stuff. Now, throw it away. Don't do that no more. Don't you ever take your butt to bed, leaving your food trash, sitting right there. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
But my mom, waking up out of her sleep, thinks I'm being mean to one of my sisters.
Right.
And I'm singling her out because there's a lot of times when people take things and it's been her.
Right.
But I wasn't. I asked my other sister first. I just had a little attitude. It was a morning attitude. I'm pissed off. I just cleaned up. I'm just getting irritated. And so she gets up and like, you need to stop being like that to her. Stop singling her out, which was not the case. So we're arguing at 7:00 in the goddamn morning over a computer charger.
Right.
And it might have just been about to be 7. So it's like over things that are like, and I'm just like, okay. And then she's telling me I need to keep up with my stuff, because some of my AirPods were just missing. Right. And I'm like, I know where I left them. And everybody's telling me that they don't know where they are.
Yeah, that's probably the worst part about living with other people is like, I know I left my beats right here. And they're like, no, maybe you forgot. No, I know. Right? I literally just sat them down and I went to put a load in the washing machine and I come back and they're moved. Well, maybe, what color are they? They're black. Well, I seen some black ones. No. I put them right here.
Right.
Or I think the other thing that well, I think my parents just pick up stuff and be like, oh, I think this is Lexi's. Let me put it in my pocket. It's like, I don't know. You probably don't have it because your siblings are little kids, but like finding money in the washing machine.
Oh, yeah, no.
Absolutely the freaking worst. They'll be like, oh, whose money is this? Well, whose clothes are in the washing machine? Oh, I think it's your clothes. So whose money is it? Well, I mean, I found it. No, that's not how that works. If it's only my clothes in the washing machine, that means it's my money.
Right.
No, because I found it, so that means it's mine. Okay, whatever. Right. Just move out of the way.
Yeah, I don't know. Then the food. I don't mind sharing.
Foods.
But when you got 3, I just almost 10. So you have 3 10-year-olds, a 15-year-old, a 23-year-old. Then there's me, because my mom doesn't really go in the kitchen.
23.
Khalil's 23. Yeah.
Oh.
Right. And Kayla's 22. Yeah. So.
You see that? They're just old. I don't know why I thought they were older or closer.
Yeah, but imagine coming home and thinking your snacks is going to be in the cabinet because they only asked for one. They only text you to ask for one. The box is in there. You're hopeful. You pick up the motherfucking box and the bitch is empty. And you say to yourself, I only ate one.
Yeah, that's a shame when I do that too. When you count. Now they said there's 10 in this box. I only ate 1 yesterday and 2 this morning. So did the other ones just get up and walk out the box?
Right, and nobody ate them. I only ate 1. No, the hell you didn't. You did not only eat 1. Siblings. That's just.
At least your siblings are little that do it.
I guess they have no. I get it though. They don't have that control. But I tell them to ask. It's just
time.
But you did ask me. Okay, you asked me a question and we veered into something else. But you did ask me, do I think my relationships are more important than my relationship with myself? Not necessarily.
Like overweight.
No. I don't think they do, but I think that it's hard for me.
That's mine.
Yeah. It's hard for me to live with people and know that there's things going on and there's hella tension, and it's just, I can't be comfortable.
That's what I mean, like, I feel this way and I live with you.
Right.
We get into it. That now affects
how
I feel.
Oh, for sure. Especially if I was already feeling some type of way. Then it's kind of just like one thing after another. But I'm trying to not be on that hype, guys. I'm trying to be so positive, and I'm trying to be like, you know what? It's just a day. I can get up tomorrow. It'll be a better day. It'll be a different day. But it's been a really tough week. I think
what it's called? You're supposed to have a what they call it when you play in basketball? Goldfish memory. Yeah.
What is that?
It's like goldfish memory. Like when you turn over the ball, then you got to get back on defense. You can't remember that play.
Oh, so don't focus on it too much.
Yeah, it's goldfish memory.
I don't know how to do that.
I try not to dwell on anything. I think the only thing I have dwelled on, I feel like I'm finally getting my feet back.
Yeah.
My grandma.
Your grandma. Yeah. But that makes sense to dwell on that.
I take that back. It was another fumble I had. Then I feel like now, I don't know now. I still feel weird about it, but
right.
I feel like I'm rumbling now.
Yeah. I don't know though. I don't know. But you know what I have noticed? I've grown though, because I feel like my feelings don't necessarily affect what I'm doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I did, then I wouldn't be sitting here with you. I'd be at home and laying down crying my eyes out. Like, oh, I can't do anything.
I think moving, friends moving. When I say moving, I mean like just doing things.
Yeah, and moving.
Kind of helps.
And moving out.
I don't mean moving out. I don't mean moving out, because moving out is not for everybody.
But it depends on the friend, because there's some friends that you can be around that don't make you
Feel better?
Not that friends are supposed to make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying
they are.
I mean, but
they're not supposed to make you. If I say, man, my puppy just died,
right.
And you come over and say, damn, your puppy just died? Wow. I just got a brand new dog. They're not supposed to make you feel worse. Like, I know like when my friend called and was like, oh, that her grandmother died, I can tell you, I don't know what to say. Like, right. I'm not the person to call when things go like that. Or if you're crying, I'm not the one to call because I don't know what to say. And if you come over to my house, you already know. All my friends know I don't like giving hugs. So I'm just going to sit there and look at you and I'll ask if you're okay because I don't know what to do. It's not that I don't have emotions. I just don't. I wouldn't normally do that anyway.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
But that doesn't mean I'm not a good friend because sometimes, like this particular friend, she just wanted to talk. And all I did was listen. Right. And she was perfectly happy with that. Right. Then I started telling jokes and she was like, oh, you're just a good friend. I'm thinking, thank God we're past this because I don't know what to say.
I wouldn't come to you for hugs or like if I was crying because I know that you don't deal with that very well.
That doesn't mean like, that's why I say all friends, they have each friend has their own form of support.
Right.
So they're not supposed to make you feel bad, right? But they are supposed to make you feel better no matter what the situation is.
I guess so.
Because I don't like hugs, but that doesn't mean you wouldn't call in that situation if you had to. No, I'm positively sure you didn't think I would call you when I was in that situation.
I didn't. I actually was quite surprised.
I was actually in a panic.
I was actually quite surprised, but that made me feel like that I love you and care about you. So, because I do, But obviously, I'm a little bit different and more overwhelming with my care. But I try not to put it on too much. With you, I try to just.
I mean, I don't tell my friend. I don't tell my friends not to. I just want you to know, like, I am not the. You can cry on my shoulder. Just know I'm gonna have a weird look on my face.
You're just gonna be sitting there like this.
Yeah, don't expect me to like hug you. And I feel any of my friends that are watching, I have gotten so much better. Like, if you know, I did not hug no. Actually, I have pictures where people are trying to hug me, and I'm just at my arms.
Guys, me and Lex took a picture at this photo booth when we were at this party. I think I did great, don't you? Yes, I put my arm around her, and she said, "Your arm's around me," and I said, "Yes," for the picture, and she looked okay. It was a good picture, even though we were matching, looking like some damn grown ass twins. Lexi put us in uniform.
Well, is that not what a party's supposed to be? Like, we were working a party. Why would we not want to be uniform? Lucky I found those shirts.
No, we have to get something else because I felt like a big old pumpkin in that damn thing.
I liked it.
Oh, you looked cute. I looked like a pumpkin.
It was gold. It wasn't even orange.
It reminded me of a pumpkin.
I told her. You said you feel like a pumpkin. I said we can go work out, and you said,
listen. It's not that I don't like my weight. It's just that some things are not flattering on me. You know what I mean? And you gotta have
only you clothes. Only you know what's not flattering on you. If if you feel that you're fat,
right?
Don't complain to me about it.
No,
either you feel comfortable about it, or you don't. If you don't, then I can go with you to change it. If you're comfortable about it, I don't have nothing to say about it.
It's not that I feel like I'm fat. It's just that I've gotten bigger and my clothes don't fit. And I need to go buy new clothes, but I'm broke. So
I gave you a shirt and then you said you feel like a pumpkin.
I got to wear clothes that don't fit. You got me a medium.
Well, to be completely honest, I believe I called you and asked you.
I thought you asked me about pants.
I asked you about pants, and I said,
I don't remember about the shirts. I remember you asked me about pants, and I said, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get pants.
Pants I wear.
Because the pants I had, I was like, I'm not sure. And then I walked to the cash register, and I said, are these returnable? She said, no, I put them back.
I don't disappoint myself with clothes sizes.
What? Like, the one I had on, we thought... What? Because I originally had an extra small. Thank God I didn't get that.
You looked good though.
See,
I'm not mad about it. I wore it.
Yeah. See, you just didn't have it buttoned.
No, and buttoning it would have made it worse.
I was gonna say that's why my mom was like, "What size?" I was like, "I don't know."
It's okay though. It fit. It wasn't too tight.
I had mine buttoned. Think about that.
I had a little tire around me.
She said tire.
Yeah. But no, I'm not complaining.
I'm gonna find another one.
I like that. I like that picture. It was so.
What about we're gonna for the next one we're gonna wear the same thing, just another color. I really want the one with sleeves, but I have a feeling that it's gonna look ridiculous.
You think so? I'm surprised that you even want to match in that way.
It's uniform.
I guess we don't have to wear uniform to DJ.
Yes, you do.
Look, I feel like
we looked very professional.
Do you know what this says to me? This says that she loves me and that we are so like this that she wants to match when we work an event together. That's what it tells me in my mind.
She's adding ketchup and mustard to this.
I am adding, but it doesn't matter. That's what it says to me.
Okay. It's not saying, hey, we're working. We are a company.
No.
And that we need to match.
No.
Because I was going to tell you to wear black, but I was like, it is going to be hot.
We could have did that. We could have just wore the same color.
No. We did wear the same. We wore the same shirt. My mom was like, no T-shirts. So I went out and I found
Why no T-shirts?
She said, because we're girls.
So?
Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't know what that was supposed to mean, but I found that and I liked it. And then it happened to be on sale too.
I guess so. I'm not complaining.
It actually looked better than the shirt that I had because I had a shirt that had a tail. I like tail shirts, like high-low shirts.
Oh,
it's a tail.
I thought you meant like a
no, not like a fox tail, like a high-low. I like those shirts. I've never seen a shirt with a foxtail on the back of it. Oh my
gosh. I mean, people buy tails.
Yeah, no. It was just a high-low shirt, but then it looked weird.
Yeah.
It looked too big on me. Looked like I was wearing like a...
Well, you looked cute. Lexi looked really cute. Really, really cute. I have to show you guys the picture. I have to put it
here.
Yeah.
My finger looks really long.
But yeah. I don't know, but yeah, you do make me feel better. You put me in a better mood. But I don't want my emotions to stop what I'm committed to. Because I used to do that when I was upset. Forgo all of my commitments because I was upset, and I'm not like that anymore. I've grown over time. Life doesn't stop because you got attitude. That's
true.
It doesn't stop because you're sad. It doesn't stop because you're mad. It doesn't stop because things are not going your way. You have to keep pushing.
I have blinked my eyes, and I'm like, it's been a whole year.
Yeah, it has.
Been a whole year. It's almost 2 years now.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. But yeah, guys,
we don't know what we were talking about today.
We were just talking. It was just a venting episode. So, guys, vent. What do you do when you're sad? Do you have anything that's going on with you? This is a safe space. If you have,
this is YouTube. Don't put nothing you don't want nobody else to know.
I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about the Two Wayz page, which is kind of contradicting because on one episode I told you I don't give a fuck.
I know, but I tried to help.
No, but this video, the comments under this video are a safe space. So when you're going through something, what do? Do you feel like you need your own space? Do you prefer to live alone or you prefer to live with somebody? Just, let us know. We're just being real today. Not everybody has good days. Not all the time am I just a smiley, beautiful woman.
What?
I know.
All right.
But yeah, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Keep up with us. Come on. Keep it up. Keep doing what you do.
You want me to ask my question? Don't you guys like this setup? Don't you think you should add some pizzazzle?
Some pizzazz. We will, though.
We're going to change it. I don't know when.
Lex wants to change it.
Yeah. I feel like I look like a silhouette.
I think this is the perfect setup of all the setups we've had. So let us know that of the ones that you've seen, if you've been watching with us from the beginning.
How many have there been? 3?
Yes, but I think I've only shown 2 because I didn't do any ones at my house because most of those were
really bad.
Yeah, trash.
Oh, so there's only 2. So out of the 2,
yeah. What do you guys think? But yeah, thanks for watching another episode of Two Wayz Podcast. We were just keeping it real in this one. Hope you guys join us for the next one because there's more than one way to do anything. That's it.